Welcome back to a new video. This time it's a little bit of a variation of what I usually do, but in some way the same concept. Recently I've been struggling to stay focused and concentrated, so I did some research on how to improve in that area. So this challenge, I will read a whole book in one day with as few pauses as possible to be able to get better at focusing and concentrating. The book that I picked up is called Ego is the Enemy. First of all, I will make it clear for y'all what's the difference between focus and concentration. Concentration is how much of effort you can spend on one kind of task, and focus is for how long you can concentrate without distractions. To make that clear for y'all, we can look into what makes us distracted. And my biggest distraction is my phone or my computer. But why? The thing in our brain called dopamine gives a reward for certain things we complete or do, either from exercising, eating, drinking, or gambling. Both good and bad stuff. But when I use my phone, I often use social media, which gives us one kind of dopamine, which is faster rewarded than a book can give us. So this challenge is perfect for me, to sit down and focus on one task at a time. Ego is the Enemy is about, as the title explains it, your ego. The author Ryan Holiday explains how ego can prevent personal development, success, and growth. He divides the book into three main subjects: aspire, success, and failure. First of all, ego is the belief about oneself which hides in your self-awareness. Ryan, who achieved success early in his life, became aware of his big ego which held him back in life. When you achieve success early, you think you deserve more than other people and start to act bad against others. In part 1, chapter To Be or To Do, he explains what you need to sacrifice to be able to get promoted and get good assignments. If it's worth to spend all that time to get that promotion only for yourself. Or you can be someone who makes a difference, not for oneself but for others. You will be true to your friends and yourself. But what's more important, to be or to do? Dopamine works like a reward system. When you complete something, the brain releases dopamine to feel better. For example, if you get one like on Instagram, the reward system triggers. Same for a short video or other entertaining stuff. The closer you get to finish something, you often work harder. That's because the dopamine reward is getting higher. For example, when you start out with a book, it's maybe hard to read 10 pages, but when you only have 10 pages left, it's so much easier to finish the whole book. That's the problem with a fast dopamine like TikTok, where you get your dopamine reward after just a couple of seconds. The more unexpected the finish line is, the higher the reward is. That's what TikTok is all about. Unexpected plot twist. In the second part, success, he describes how one individual reaches success but cannot maintain it. It's harder to maintain it than to achieve it. That's because ego plays a big role in maintaining it. If the ego takes over when you get successful, you think you know it all. They may think they came to an end and stopped improving. If you want to keep your success, you still need to adapt and improve in all different areas. If you're not still learning, you're already dying. If you read a book, it can take up to a couple of hours to finish it, which means that it takes hard working hours to get that reward. That's why it's so easy to get distracted and pick up your phone to get some fast dopamine. It's easy to get that reward, so we do it all the time. But the human mind and body is very adaptable and can do changes really quick if you just want to. And that's what this channel is all about, making changes in our lives. The last part of this book is about failure. What I said in the first two subjects, aspire and success, something happens with your ego when you achieve something no one else do. But what happens if you first succeed, then fail? You cannot maintain it. If your ego is already at the top and you fail, and life smashes your plans to pieces, ego can become fatal during failure, and problems occur. Tragedy, sabotage, and unfairness. Overall, this challenge to read a whole book in one day ended pretty well, with a total of 6.5 hours of reading and a total of 256 pages. You know, check out the book, and if you like the video, yeah, like the video.